What is up, guys? Basic Battles here today, and I just finished watching Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes 2, and I distinctly remember making a video complaining about the UFC's matchmaking a few months ago when this fight got announced, and I think they just proved me right. Now, no fault to Diego. He put on a decent fight. He's a monster. He's going to be a contender and a title contender in this division for years to come. But Volkanovski beat him 9 months ago. No fight in between that for the champion. One fight against the number 10 contender in between that for Diego. Couple contenders, undefeated contenders. One of them's not above him, but coming off a finish. The other is above him and has a win over him. Short notice, however. But they do have more argumentative claims for the title shot, and they didn't get it because Diego was coming off a finish over a hot prospect, because they had a great fight the first time out, because he made it, very scary for Volk, very competitive, And now here we are again, and Volk just won more dominantly, 5-0 on a card, 4-1 on two others. Last time out, I think it was 48-47 on two cards and 49-46 on another. I personally had the first fight 4-1, and I had the second fight 5-0. Just Volk, just proving that he's the best featherweight in the world and the best featherweight of all time. Even at 37, he looks excellent. He looked amazing today, landed a lot of right hands, kept on the inside low kick, landed a couple solid takedowns, looked good in the grappling. He looked excellent. Diego looked, tentative. He looked like every time he tried to do something, he just got caught. Just wasn't a good matchup for him. Volk's just a bad matchup for Diego, and that's just that. We'll probably never see this fight again, and Volkanovski has contenders on the rise. Here's how I think the division will shake out, in my opinion. I think, obviously, they're going to do Lerone Mavzar in March, April. No, it can't be March. All the March fights are booked. So we'll say April, and I think they'll fight later in the year, September, October, for the featherweight belt, whoever wins that fight. I think if Volk wants to continue after fighting the winner of that one, if he wins, then I'll say Aljo versus Yair could be an interesting fight. They could give John Silva a fight up the rankings against Aljo or Yair Rodriguez. And the winner of those fights can fight Volk if he's interested. Obviously, the loser of Lerone and Mavzar are still going to be in the title contention, because it would be only their first loss, and they'll probably get a fight somewhere around the 5-7 range. Diego is obviously going to fight near a top 10 contender very soon. He's going to want to stay active. He didn't take too much damage in this fight. Did get rocked a couple times, but he still is probably going to want to stay active, get back to the grind. Because if he is going to get back to Volk, he can at least 3 to 4 wins. He's the number 2 contender, and he can beat a couple of top contenders. So he could be back in contention, but I don't know. Trilogy just seems off the likely. I mean, he lost pretty fair and square the last 2 fights. I still think it was a valiant performance. It's just Volk is the best featherweight of all time. It was amazing to see him put on another masterclass. I'm very excited to see him again. It was a decent fight card in Sydney. I'll talk more about another fight in another video later. But thank you guys for watching. Tell me your thoughts on the fight. Tell me your thoughts on the future of the featherweight division. Yeah, thank you for watching.